Hello, buddy. Hope you're having a great day. I'll be doing live reaction to these chapters on my channel right now. And also, Hunter x Hunter, One Piece. For Hunter x Hunter, I'll do 5 for 2 days. I'll get caught up. And for One Piece, I'll do every week, whatever the release date is, I'll do them live on the day. Or maybe 2 days or whatever. Because if I don't have the time, I might not do it. But for this chapter, 1186, I'll be talking about four main things. You can guys send it out, but for chapter 1186, the first thing I'll talk about is Gunko and Shuri. Of course, the revelation of the Gunko's father not being King Levin, and actually being the character that we'll talk about next to the character that we'll be talking about after the God's Night. And also the idea that her move is connected to a dance move in French. And the name of the move is called Gavanti. I'm sorry if I missaid it or mispronounced it. But the reason why I think it was French is it moved on from bon and vivant. I know vivant means to go, and then on means to like something within, or something like that. I don't know how much it be done myself, but there's a French kind of correlation to history. Of course, the whole idea of music being correlated to the actual kingdom itself, and Gunko being the so-called daughter of Levon. But we actually learned that it's not. Her eyes have special abilities. They're two different eyes. One has a single dot, the other one has swirls, are actually important. I'm a little bit confused because does that relate to Mihawk possibly, or any other characters that have similar eyes? Because Gunko isn't the only person that has the swollen eyes alongside Imu. There's some other characters that have it. And also the dot, is that specifically the reason why Imu wants it, or is it because it's swirl? We need to learn more about that later on. But that's for point one. Move on to point two. Second point, the new God's Night. So in terms of the relation that I talked about in point one, like Gunko or Shuri connection with this character, people are theorizing that there's a father and daughter connection because in the same chapter that we've been talking about, Shuri did say that King Levin wasn't her actual biological father. So maybe that's an indication that this character is actually the biological father. The name of this character, God Knight, is called Gro. And it's like a German name for a gray old man kind of thing. I don't know if that's a good, like I said, it's not 100% correct. I'm just making I just kind of did a small research and it's kind of made a little bit of point, but the God's Night is Saint Manmer's Bro. And we've seen the same type of clan name before in the God's Valley arc. Not God's Valley arc, but it's a flashback of Kuma in God's Valley arc. We've seen a girl with a hat and her thumb pointing out. And she's the same clan member. So maybe some sort of connection between these two characters, but at the end, we have no idea. But it's going to be expanding on later by order, probably, when we get to all the other clan names and then the expansion of their lower end world building. And take it away. So I'll see you guys for point three. Actually, I forgot to say, I've also seen this character previously in like a similar character design in the actual Marineford arc. If you guys remember, the spider character is a rear admiral, I believe, is his position. I don't know specifically, but you guys can comment below if you know the actual character. The third point is the flashback ending. Why that's important, you might ask, is the most important part of the whole chapter, first of all. The reason is present time. Gunko's imprisoned in this ice formation that Ragnar put her in. So Gunko right now is having some humanity situation, which is asking Brooks a lot. We see some sort of thought process from her perspective. But also at the same time, Brooks trying to help her escape. So that's very important to understand, because now we know that Dom Reversal has some sort of incapability of full-on erasure of identity. That's one important detail. Second one is that Brooks' whole story on the music and the spirit of his kingdom be connected to music. That's two. The final point is that the whole idea of how Brooke came to be, or his character, his identity, connecting to the actual, like, previously as a child, being saved by Levin. Levin becoming his big brother for him, and then becoming his inspiration, and him learning the swordsmanship because of him. That's 3. The final point is just in general, the whole Harold and Lovin's connection. Harold becoming a pawn to the world government and Lovin becoming an enemy to the world government. Very important connection there. But those are the general ideas of the small details that make up the story. And also, of course, the downward reversal from Gunko to Rocks later on in the story. Those are important details I want to talk about. The final point, the 4th point, is the final page. Well, the important is Emo describing the events that happened 800 years ago. What happened? Well, the same thing happened right now. He bid for the giants to rescue their children, being the downfall. And also, the other importance is that the punch that Luffy had against Emo, the Carlos punch that, the one that had was in Sabaody, where you see the change in animation, change in effects at that moment. And of course, the new anime is probably or a new general season 2 anime, or season 3, I don't know when it's going to happen, but like season 3 or 4, whatever happened, whatever anime season, but you're going to see the same type of effect. It's going to be the Kuma punch, that Luffy Carlos punch, and then this punch are going to be significant impacts on the anime in general. But that's it for me. Please like, subscribe, and share, and I'll see you guys next week maybe. And also, I'm going to do Hunter x Hunter reviews, possibly when I get more and more into the arc itself and enjoy it and get excited, the general stuff. I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye. Take care. Like, subscribe, and share. Have a great day. You're great. You're an amazing person. See you guys later. Bye.